Hello there, my beautiful Cancer signs. It's Rachel with Dark Night Coaching. Today's video is all about you and what's happening for you this lunar cycle. There are a lot of major shifts that are occurring in September because there are a lot of lunar eclipses happening. So there's going to be some significant change headed your way, Cancer. If you've been kind of like waiting and living in anxiety, I do feel like there's a lot of shifting happening for you. When I first tapped into your energy, I just feel really tired. I feel really kind of drained and exhausted. And I've been having a lot of like jaw pain lately. So maybe you've been like grinding your teeth while you sleep, or you've been having a hard time sleeping. But that might be a significant message for some of you Cancers out there, cross watchers. If this message does resonate at some point, please feel free to smash that like button. It helps my channel grow and I greatly appreciate it. But I'm going to go ahead and dive into the tarot. So I pull a traditional Celtic cross spread. I am Celtic, so it only seems fitting. And I will pull, after the tarot, I'm going to pull a bunch of oracle cards for you. I think I have like 10. How many decks do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 9 oracle decks. I don't know why I felt the need to count it, but 9 might be a significant number for you as well. So anyways, let's dive right into your current energy here, Cancer. So the first card I pulled for you was the 9 of Swords. So again, another 9. You might be seeing 9-9. That's just another synchronicity or confirmation for you to let you know that you're in the right place at the right time, getting the right message that you need to hear. Now, when I pull and shuffle all of these cards, I get into sort of a transcendental meditative state, and I do that by listening to music. So the song I was listening to before I got on camera was Target by Gordo. So you might want to listen to that song or those lyrics. That might be significant for a lot of you because you're feeling maybe like there's a target on your back, or like you've maybe misstepped somewhere. Now, the 9 of Swords usually is very symbolic of being in a sleepless state. It's like you have anxiety. It's keeping you awake at night. You're kind of tormented by your thoughts and things of that nature. And your challenge right now is to permit yourself to have a fresh start. It's the start over energy. And maybe you're just dreading starting over again. For some of you, you might have lost a love interest or been cheated on or something like that, because I am getting a lot of heartbreak energy and a lot of cards about regret and remorse and apathy that came out for you generally. Now, all hope is not lost. People come into our lives as a lesson or a blessing, and sometimes they're both. We may not be able to perceive it as such when we're in the midst of the chaos and the conflict and the crumbling of a foundation we thought we had properly built. But I am here to tell you, like, everything happens for a reason, for a purpose, and there is divine timing at play here because you have the Wheel of Fortune card that came out later in your reading. So that's very symbolic of like a divine soul contract that you had to go through no matter what, which sometimes that's just a bittersweet thing, but it's based on past karma from past lives that we may not exactly remember in this life. But sometimes if you are able to tap into the Akashic records, you can see blurbs or blips or images of past lives and why you had to go through a situation. So anyways, the basis of your situation here is the 5 of Cups. So this is all about regret, remorse. This is looking into the past and like wondering, what could I have done differently to change something? Like, why did I do that? But this person isn't seeing the 2 full cups right behind them. So all hope is not lost. There is still enough to go around of love and emotion. But right now you're kind of in this like martyrdom state of feeling victimized. And that is, I'm not saying that there aren't victims. There are, but it is all about perception and how we perceive to be in a situation. We can either remain a victim of someone else or of a situation, or we can try to, pick ourselves up by our bootstraps and move forward. And that's not a nice message to get. It's not always a very heartwarming message to hear, which, this is a generalized tarot read, so I'm just picking up on the general energy. So if this isn't resonating, then don't take it personally. But if you do feel triggered by something in this message, then chances are there's something here for you, because it's your subconscious or your higher self that's feeling triggered, that is hitting too close to home. And that's the loved ones in quotes because it's really not love, it's